Alright, so we're back with the MTG seal. This is game 2 of the planeswalker decks. I won the first one with the Huatil deck. So since we usually just do like one game on this channel, but since we're doing 2 this time, we'll do like the proper sort of when you're playing a match. Since the Jace deck lost, you'll get to choose if you want to be on the draw or on the play. And you decide that before you really like look at your hand. It's casual, so we can do whatever. Yeah, play. Usually you want to be on the play if you know your deck and you know you're going to want to draw. You can choose that, but pretty much you'll want the play. It gives you a good advantage. There was one deck I had where I was always concerned about land drops, so sometimes I'd like say I'll be on the draw. Oh, yeah. I did not see that. Yeah, this hand will work for me. I'll keep.
This hand is terrible.
You're going to have to mulligan. I know you don't like to. You're going to have to mulligan. Let me shuffle for you.
I'm going to try to do it.
Right.
So
these ones are pretty... Yeah, these are Ultra Pros. Ultra Pro works, protects your cards. It's known for ripping easily. So far these haven't done it. We've used them a little bit, not excessively. The ends, which is a lot of sleeves, the ends are pretty pointy, but these ones actually do shuffle really well. I don't know if Ultra Pros change anything with theirs. Sometimes I fought an Ultra Pro that kind of stick together. Other times they've shuffled great, but both these ones shuffle well. I like to use Dragon Shields mostly. They always fit cards well, they shuffle well, they feel good to,
Do you want to cut it?
No, you don't. I won't cut them. They feel good, playing with them. They hold up well, I might have said that already. I also have KMCs I use to double sleeve decks that I might have a lot of high value. You go to 6, not 7.
Oh, you're right.
That's alright. Just reshuffle and do 6. I know you don't want to shuffle because it's a pain.
And takes me forever.
But yeah, KMC perfect fit with the KMC. I like their matte better than their, I forget now, just their glossy one.
I got it.
I mean, it's pretty much shuffle, just do a little bit. So 6. Mountain Dew. But yeah, the KMC's glossy ones, they slide around a lot. Once you play with them more, I know that they get a lot better, but at first it's like, you'll have your deck sitting there and it'll just slide down. They trap air easily, so, more playing.
Okay, I'm playing first, right?
Okay, wait a second. I don't know if you've ever mulliganed.
Nope.
Since you mulliganed, you get to scry one before we start. And you get to decide if you want to keep that on top, you'll be drawing it next, or if you want it on the bottom. And hope you get something better. So yeah, you're on the play. But the KMC mats, they do better just off the start, right away playing with them of just sticking or not flying everywhere. Oh,
okay.
That'll work. Draw. Let's do a mountain and pass. I haven't tried other sleeves for decks.
Attack.
As long as you control a Jace planeswalker, it gets +1 and can't be blocked. Wow. Alright, so I'm taking 1 off of the Delver. Passing here. Let's do a plains. I think I'm tapping to. I think I want this one out. And I will pass the turn. I had the option of this as well, but with its toughness, I think this is the better option.
I'm going to attack you with both of these.
You are, okay.
I am. Did I just play that?
No, it was last turn.
Okay.
I'm going to block here, because I can kill it off. Oh, no other effects?
Nope.
Alright, I thought you had a trick up your sleeve.
Nope.
I'm taking one from the other one.
Pass.
Alright. Alright, let's do land for the turn, mountain. Swing at you for 2. And now let's tap 2 to bring out the Raptor Companion. That was the other one I was considering. I didn't play that first because your 1/1 could take it out. I didn't think it was worth that trade. And I will pass. Now you guys will hear me say any other effects.
Pass.
Alright. That has to do with, you know, combat tricks and a little bit, sometimes with priority, sometimes, I guess if it's her turn, it deals with priority. I'll play land for the turn. I'm going to... Yeah, let's attack you with both. That's vigilance, that's why I'm not tapping it.
Is that 3?
No, that's 5 total.
Oh, 5. Oh, I always get that mixed up, don't I?
It's alright.
Going to block here.
Alright. Before combat damage. So this is a good example of priority. It's my turn, I have priority. That means that I will play a spell. I get first opportunity to play a spell. So I'm going to cast Rallying Roar. Now she has the opportunity to respond to it with either another spell or a like a counter or a spell to target her creature, and it'll go on the stack. Do you want to do anything on the stack?
Nope.
Alright, so this will resolve. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Now, before combat damage is assigned, I'm going to leave this on the field so we remember. Before combat damage is assigned, I have priority again to cast another spell if I want to. I don't. And so, priority will be passed. No one really ever talks about priority. That's why I say any other effects. If they say no, then I know priority is being passed to me when it's not my turn. But that's my little spiel about priority, and it kind of fit in well because I start in that. So, +1/+1, 3 from this one. This is blocked, but it's going to survive because that's 1, and this is now 4/2 for the turn. So this one will die, and you'll take 3 off of that. Down to 15 for you. And I'll pass the turn. Plus it's a good way, like, if you're running... There's that green spell in this set that's like a fog. It prevents combat damage. Actually, I think it prevents all
It's
damage.
probably really stupid to do right now.
Tap it all 5.
To do it.
Oh, you need board presence? Oh, no. That's actually great to do for you. So these both get bounced back to my hand, and she will get Jace. I'm going to just go ahead and move this to your graveyard. But yeah, they're attacking you. You don't want to block because you're planning on using the fog type spell. And then they know that, so you say no blockers. They know, we'll say they have 3 creatures attacking you. And they might have spells in their hand that will buff their creatures to give you fatal damage. And so, before combat damage, you'll say something like any other effects, or you might say, am I taking 10, because that's the face value. And they have priority, so they'll say, no, I'm doing this too. And then once they do their spells, you'll cast the fog that prevents all the damage. It's important to say something like that so that you don't just jump out and do like maybe an instant bounce spell. That way they're using their spells first. I didn't see it, don't worry.
I don't really care.
They're using their spells first, and you're going to know exactly what you're up against. Priority for me was very confusing when I'm tapping all 5. For really a long time, it's a 3/4 flyer. And I'm tapped out, I'll pass. Mostly with planeswalkers, because like my opponent would summon a planeswalker and I would have a instant spell that could remove it from the board in some capacity, but they would still be like, alright, that's fine, but I still get to activate one of the abilities, and I never really fully grasped why they could until I realized they had a priority first to cast a spell. It resolved. Alright, you want the counter on that, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, since it resolved, they got priority again for like to cast the next spell, which was the planeswalker ability. Alright. I'm in the air. Let's attack you for 3 in the air. And now, let's get some of these creatures back out. Attack 2 again for the companion, and I'll pass the turn.
There we go. This one again.
Okay, it's still in your hand, right? Your planeswalker spell?
Yeah.
Alright, so which 2 do you want bounced?
The fire.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Take a look at him.
This one.
Alright. Now go into your graveyard.
I guess I'll attack you.
Alright. I'll block. They'll both die. Unless you had another effect, I guess I should say. Alright.
Pass.
Okay. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tapping 5 for the flyer again, and I'll pass. Since both these games have been going on pretty well, probably no matter who wins this one, we'll just cut it at 2, just so you guys could get a fair assessment of, ooh, your own flyer. Slightly tougher flyer than mine. Well, more powerful, I should say. Draw, grab a land, wait for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What can I do with 6 mana?
A lot. A lot.
Let's get the snub horn back out. Let's tap 2 for this knight, and I'm going to swing at you for 3.
I'm just gonna take it.
Okay. Then I'll pass the turn.
Yay.
Uh-oh. Is it going to be Jace?
Yes.
Alright.
Come on out, planeswalker.
Put this on him. Starts out at 5. Whoops. I like the abilities this Jace has, it's just the mana cost of him kills it for any really competitive constructed play. Yep, I don't have anything that can stop it. So.
And then I'm gonna use... Can I use him, or does he have...
Yeah, no. You can use planeswalkers the turn you play them.
And untap.
Alright, it's a good call.
Pass.
Untap some stuff. There are cards in both decks that we haven't seen, but now you guys can get a fair assessment for if you'd like them or not. Plus, you saw them when I opened them up. Let's try to just attack you with everything. This gets 3/3, or it is a 3/3 because I have dinosaurs.
So I will,
You can block wherever you want. 3/4, 3/3, 2/2.
This one.
Alright. Before combat damage, tap a red to cast the Huatil Spurring. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Well done.
So they'll kill each other off. Oh, I was going for your face, your life total, not Jace.
I figured.
So 5 to you from these two. Can I do anything else? I cannot. Oh man, I'll pass. That was really stupid of me. I'm going to play this out now. Oh wait, never mind, it wasn't. I thought I had a different card in hand. I thought I had one that untaps and gives you +1/+1 till end of turn. Again, since you're not going to be untapping creatures, I assume you'll want to draw before you play. Alright, you do control the Jace, so it gets +1/+0 and it's unblockable. So there's that.
And I'm going to enchant one of your creatures.
Okay, you can take a look, whichever one you prefer. Now if you enchant this one, it's still on the battlefield, so this will still get the bonus.
So I guess I will,
Just something to think about. Alright, it is tapped, it'll stay untapped. You're done, I assume.
It's a long pause.
Alright, let's play the land. This is exciting for me.
Are you gonna kill me?
I don't think I'll be able to because you can block. Let's tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to cast the Goring Ceratops. 3/3 double strike. When it attacks, other creatures you control gain double strike until end of turn.
What is double strike?
It has first strike and normal combat damage, so it attacks you twice basically. And with double strike and first strike, for double strike the first one will go before normal combat damage, so say these guys are fighting and this had enough power to kill it, that would die before it could do any damage to that.
I don't understand, but we'll just see it in action.
I'm going to go and attack you for 2, just
So
straight to you.
This little guy's got double strike?
No,
Or
because
just
this
when that
isn't
one-
attacking, it's when it attacks it gains.
What did you say about it?
I'm just going to attack you for 2.
Okay, I will block here.
Right, I'm going to
Guess it doesn't.
tap 1, do the +2/+0 again to kill that off, but no damage to you. And I'll pass the turn. So yeah, first strike deals its damage before the normal damage is assigned. That's why it's first strike, it attacks first. And then double strike, you attack as though you had first strike. Yeah. And then you'll also attack during the normal, so you're attacking twice, technically.
So counters, if you put a +1/+1 counter on it, it stays on it
Yeah.
until it's...
The
taken off
creature's
or something?
gone, or the counter's removed.
Okay. Put this guy out here. And I'll put this guy out here.
Okay.
And then I'll do this.
Okay. Now you can do 1 and 1 or 2 on a single one. It's up to you.
I'm gonna do 2 on this one.
Okay. There you go. So we have a 4/3 flyer. Because you have a control another merfolk. Yep.
Pass.
Alright. Okay. this will work. Tap 2 to lightning strike your merfolk. Deal 3 damage to it. Just enough to kill it. And then let's attack with double strike. You.
So tell me how this works.
Alright, so block however you want. I mean,
Yeah,
enough damage is going to go through to kill you no matter what. So, she blocks like this. So, double strike, both creatures have it right now. The first part of double strike is going to be the first strike portion. So, this will deal 2 damage to that, effectively killing it. And this will deal 3 damage to you, taking you down to 1. And then the second part, which is like the... I don't know exactly what you call it, but it's like the normal damage phase, is this will attack for 2 again, but it was blocked so nothing's going through, and that deals another 3 damage.
So
it doesn't,
even though this one's technically dead, it's still...
There's still no damage going to do. It's just like if you were to block and then like sacrifice a creature, it still was blocked technically.
So this one is actually...
So 6 got dealt to you
6.
total.
That's a good card.
Yeah. It's just... It's a high mana cost and it's a low like power, toughness.
Not really, because it...
But yeah, it sort of buffs everything else in a way. And yeah, so yeah, that's game 2. We'll stop there. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to use the booster packs that came with the Planeswalker decks for just probably do 2 things of Pack Wars. We'll get that up some point this weekend, hopefully. So thanks for tuning in.